Zahara. Welcome back to my channel. I'm here with my sister again. This is Fantasia. Say hi. Apparently we have an audience. I don't even have an audience.
She's from Florida, Fantasia.
Okay, she's not from Florida. She just lives there. What? But she has been acting a little bit more Floridian than Illinoisan, and I don't like it.
I pretty much am Floridian at this point.
No. Okay, moving on. So this is the Guess That Plot Challenge. I did it once with my mom, and now we're going to do it with a new guest because these challenges are fun. So, basically I give her one of my books. She gets to use the front cover and the title to guess what the plot is. And yeah, let's see. So pretty much she doesn't really know anything about any of my books except for Harry Potter. She knows a little bit, so that one's off limits. But everything else she really doesn't know much about. So let's see how fun this shall be. I'm going to see how much you know me and give you my favorite book. It's one of them at least.
Seekers,
That's
Great
the second
Bear
book.
Lake. I know like a little bit about Seekers, not very much to actually know what this book is about. But I think these bears, is that four on the cover or three? I can't tell if that one's this one or if there's
That's
two.
this one. There's three.
Okay, well my guess is these three go to the lake. They figure out that there's like some lake where their like ancestors were from or whatever, and they want to go to that lake, and they have hardships along the way to get to those lakes. And yeah. But eventually they make it to the lake. What? Apparently I'm not displaying the book well enough, so.
Well, you're not completely off, okay? They do go to a lake. There's this.
Well, obviously, I would be very disappointed if they didn't.
I mean, so the second book, so most of them have already met at this point. Second book is where they all meet Khalik, which is my favorite. She's the polar bear, and then they meet her at the lake. They all have to go to this lake because they're on this journey to go to the longest day is approaching. Okay, and it's basically they were all different species of bears meet up and are peaceful with each other, you know. It's at a lake. That's why it's called Great Bear Lake. And that's where they meet Khalik, and there is trouble. They have hardships on the way there, and then after they get there, there's this group of mean bears who includes Khalik's brother that ends up kidnapping a new friend of Lusa's, who's the black bear. And yeah, so they have to save Mickey.
So I was kind of right.
A little bit.
A little bit. Alright, pick another one. I think we should introduce my boyfriend. Now they want to meet you, Dominic. Come on. We're not fine. Okay. This one, it's called Spellland, and it's got...
Okay, it's called Spelled.
Oh, why did I say Spellland?
I have no idea.
It's called Spelled, and it has a picture of shoes on the front. Okay, I don't know if I'm allowed to read this part.
Yeah,
But like it's
on
the
the
cover,
front cover.
and it
Anything
says,
on the front cover is
somewhere over the rainbow, all spell is about to break loose. So I think it has something to do with the Wizard of Oz, and I think it puts like a more like magical twist on it. Like Wizard of Oz itself is kind of like magical because like you're in a different place and you've got like the fairy and stuff. But I think this puts more of a wicked into it. So like my guess is Dorothy is in the over the rainbow, and she comes across like a bad witch or something that casts spells on her, and she has to face this wicked witch and go back home.
you actually have some points of the book, so you're not all that wrong. So basically, her name is Dorothea, so they changed her name a little bit, but it's basically, you know, the whole Wizard of Oz thing. She's in this kingdom, and she hates her life. You know, she can't leave the palace, and there's also a curse on her family. She meets this person who she accidentally makes a wish to, and she changes her wish, and basically she destroys the rules of fairy tale. And so Dorothea has to leave with one of her servants, Rexy, who's also the daughter of Robin Hood, and her fiance, who is now a magical creature. He was turned into that, Cato, and they have to go on this journey to save the rules of fairy tale. And yeah, that's pretty much what it's about. So I mean, I
was kind of close.
Yeah.
It was neat.
My guess would have been. Wait, did you do this this game with Mom? It would have been funny if you gave us the exact same books to see if our ideas of the plot would be similar or how different they would be, and compare that.
Don't remember what books she gave me. That was one of them, though. The one you just did.
I think I gave you the third one.
Well, this is Everlost, and it's got two kids in the woods on the cover. So my guess is, from the look of it, it looks like a horror type book. So I think these two kids, they come from like a not very good childhood. They have like a single mother, and their father ditched them. And
that's oddly specific.
Yes, they have a single mother. Their father ditched them when they were young, so they don't remember him. And their mother tries her best, but they are still bratty kids. And so they decide to go play in the woods, and they get lost. And I feel like a Hansel and Gretel situation goes on, and some evil lady tries to kidnap them.
You're obsessed with fairy
whatever.
tales.
I don't know. That's just. I'm supposed to be guessing, aren't I? I'm not supposed to know what's going on.
Go ahead.
Okay, so some evil lady or man or whatever tries to attack them, and they have to find their way back home. But they are forever lost, because that's what Everlost means.
You are so off. Oh my gosh. You are so off. So basically, in the very first chapter, the two of them are in different cars. They don't even know each other, and the cars crash. And then they wake up 9 months later in Everlost, which is basically a life. It's kind of like a life in between life and death.
So like purgatory.
Kind of. It's when you don't reach the light, but they're dead or so.
Yeah, so purgatory.
Yeah.
That's what I said too. And she argued with me on that too.
Well, it's not called purgatory. It's called Everlost.
Okay, but it basically is purgatory.
Yeah.
But yeah, so so they go on this journey together, and Allie finds out she's a skinjacker, which is basically the art of possession. And she eventually finds out that the reason why she can do that is because skinjackers aren't actually dead; they're in comas. So yeah, and so and then there's this whole war that goes on in Everlost because of. I'm not gonna get into that argument again. There's the worst book character ever created. Seriously.
All right.
Mary Hightower. Every time I talk about her, I get into this huge debate because I
don't want
her.
to hear about it. So
Yeah, I don't want to make it.
Go on.
So they have to fight her because she wants to take over. She eventually even wants to destroy the human world with skinjackers and turn everyone into ghosts and the entire world into Everlost under her rule. Yeah, she's evil.
Alrighty.
So yeah, that's fun.
I think I was a little bit close.
What book do I want to do now?
Porcelain, you want to be in the video? Okay. Oh, you got hit by a light. This is you can't see her because she's short. This is our younger sister, Porcelain. Tell Dominic that they want to meet him too. He's shy. Okay. Bewitched in
How many
Oz.
have I done?
I think this is the fourth one.
Fourth. Okay.
Yeah, because it was.
Yeah, I did Seekers, Spelled, Everlost, and then Bewitched now.
Yeah, so this is fourth. Okay.
I'll just
Bewitched
do
in
6
Oz. It has some redhead chick with green eyes on the front. I want to say this is another book about the Wizard of Oz.
too. That's kind of a
Yes.
giveaway.
So this redhead chick is Dorothy, or whatever name they want to call her in this, but basically based off Dorothy. And I feel like this is kind of similar to the other one, as like it adds more like Wiccan stuff to it, I guess. And okay, she's a witch. She's a witch, and she goes to Oz. And
She goes to Oz. She makes her like sound like a school.
okay, well she is in the Oz place. I don't know. And everybody hates her because she's a witch and she has red hair. Nobody likes people with red hair. And
And you say you're not creative.
and
She's writing a whole book with these
Right?
stories, isn't she?
and so basically she has to prove that she's not a bad witch and that she's actually a good witch. And yeah.
Okay, so you're not 100% off, but there are stuff you did miss a little bit. So this is Oz, obviously,
Mhm.
and everyone knows the story about Dorothy, but it's not about Dorothy. Her name is Ziri Greenapple, and she, along with 2 of her best friends and her crush's little brother, all find out they have magic. And basically magic is outlawed, so she has to hide it. And but they go out and practice until one day when when they all get captured, or one of her friends get captured by flying monkeys, and they have to They have to find Glinda and help her defeat Princess Ozma. Turns out they were wrong, and Glinda's the evil one, and Ozma's the one who's trying to help them. Yeah.
Way
so,
to give away the book ending.
Well, I doubt you're gonna read it.
But your viewers might.
Well, this is not a spoiler-free channel.
But I was kind of close.
Yeah, you weren't completely off. I mean, you got the whole Oz thing, and you got the whole thing with her
And that
being
she was,
magical.
and that she was hated for it.
Yeah, you got that too. So you weren't 100% off. So you're actually doing better than I thought you would.
Yeah, thank you.
That sounded like an insult.
No, I do not take offense.
Okay, good. Okay, let's
Continue.
see.
Hi, Porcelain.
So that was 4. I decided I'm gonna do 6 too. So what else do I want to do? So many books to choose from. Okay, I have no idea where the first book of that is, so I'm gonna go grab the second.
Okay. I don't even know what that first word is.
Siege of Shadows.
Okay. So this is Siege of
Second in the
That's a lot of
Effigies
S
trilogy.
sounds. You can't expect me to say that.
It's the second book in the Effigies trilogy.
Okay. So the cover shows some weird symbol and in a building and some trees on fire. So I think this book takes place in kind of like an apocalypse setting where everyone hates the government and they're trying to revolt. And yeah, they're trying to revolt against the government.
Everyone's laughing at you.
I know. I'm coming up with good stories over here, and everyone's laughing at me. But okay, so they're revolting against the government, and everything is on fire because like the leader of the group who like is really against the government like tore apart the whole city and like put everything on fire and stuff. And yeah, that's all I got.
Ask if he should write a book with you, Jahara.
You're so off with this one. So basically, in the first book, it follows Maya, who finds out she has magic. Well, there's four effigies, one for each element. They all control one element, okay? And she finds out she's the next fire effigy because the latest one had died. And she meets this guy named Saul, who's and this whole war starts. And she's like right stuck in the middle of it. And they fight Saul in the first book, but then he gets away. In the second book, it kind of starts off with them fighting phantoms, which is what they usually do. Phantoms are basically spirits who won't let go and end up becoming all evil. And yeah, so not to mention that her love interest, she finds out, might be a murderer in this book. But it wasn't entirely his fault. That's a long story. But basically, she has to fight Saul, and she has to kind of scry, which is a way, because when effigies die, they don't move on like most people. They go into the next effigy. And so basically, she can scry and go to her past effigies and talk to them and see their memories. And she has to go all the way
So
back.
like the Avatar.
Yeah, so she has to go all the way back to the first fire effigy because it all started with her. Because she's connected to Saul in some way.
So this base, Dominic, doesn't this basically just sound like Legend of Korra?
Rip off her hand.
It's an awesome trilogy.
It sounds like the Legend of Korra after Avatar, you know? And she had
You know
to like
about
go.
it?
Yeah, Dominic made me watch Avatar and the Legend of Korra.
I have new respect for you. I love those shows. Okay, so that was 5, right?
Mm-hmm.
What 6 book do I want to do? What did you put on me? Go away. What do you think I should do? 4th one?
I mean, how many more books do you have left?
I was just gonna do one more. I have no idea what I want to do. Warriors?
Yeah.
Which one is this? It's 6. I don't know. Put it back.
Yeah, you shouldn't pick one that's like in the middle of a series, because then I definitely won't be able to get it.
You have a bunch of books up there too. Yeah, but I can't reach that, so I'm gonna try. Because I thought about doing the whole Hocus Pocus and the all new sequel, but you might also figure that out.
Not if you ever do the second half like you did me.
It's all the way up there.
I think I'm gonna get it.
How about Out of the Lost?
What? Yeah.
I doubt she's read that. Have you read that?
Out of the Lost, no. But if it's anything like Descendants, I might know it.
Move towards them. What are the secrets of the immortal necklace now? You won't know anything about that.
Yeah, but don't pick one like in the middle of the
I'm
series.
trying to grab the first book, okay? Because it's all out of order.
Excuse me. I'm the one that put them up there.
Alright, so this is The Alchemist, the Secrets of the Immortal Nicholas Flamel, however you pronounce that. It's got some weird symbols. So, I don't remember what Alchemist is. But
Basically, they're like a.
you're not supposed to tell me. I'm supposed to just guess. It's no fun if you tell me.
Is it
But,
fun?
okay, so this guy is some kind of scientist dude, and he's immortal, obviously, because it says it right there, and so since he likes science, he does not like being immortal, but he's stuck with it. And since he likes science, he tries to find ways to become immortal again, so that he can die with the love of his life. But it doesn't work out, and the love of his life dies, and then he goes off on a tangent and does like evil stuff with his science potion stuff, and yeah, that's what this is about.
Nicholas Flamel was in the first Harry Potter movie.
I don't know
he was
anything about
mentioned.
Harry Potter.
I disowned you. So basically, he was mentioned in the first Harry Potter movie.
Was I close?
No, he's not a scientist, he's a wizard.
Oh, same thing.
Well, an alchemist is kind of like a scientific wizard. You know, they're more on the science side. So you're not entirely wrong with that part. But everything else, yes. Because yes, he's immortal, but he's immortal because of the Sorcerer's Stone, which is mentioned in the first Harry Potter movie. And
He
so,
owned the stone.
yeah, and that was keeping him immortal. So this is before the whole he got rid of the stone thing. And it's pretty much a spin-off of Harry Potter. Not many people even know it exists, but it's about him and his wife Perenelle, who's also immortal, and it's about these two twins, Sophie and Josh, who are in this prophecy, okay? And they have these powers that the Flamels have to take them on this journey to unlock their powers and defeat the evil, their destiny. But they find out a lot about their past as they do it. This will contain spoilers, just to say, because I doubt you're gonna read it. They find out that they're not even technically twins, and they've been around billions of years, but they were like frozen or something as babies. So when they were defrosted, they thought they were part of this timeline, this year or whatnot, and they're not even twins, and they're the children, I want to say, of Osiris and I forgot her name. No, it's not Isis. What was I going to say? Isis. What's her name? I don't know. I don't remember. But yeah, so they have magic, and yeah. So you were pretty off.
Okay. Well, I think that's how they should have wrote the book instead, because that sounds more fun. My way sounds more fun.
Then write a book.
Yeah, right.
Will.
So yeah, that's it for this challenge. So do you have anything else you want to say?
Good riddance.
And next time Fantasia comes to Illinois, she'll do another one.
She did say she'll make whatever videos I want to make. You're lucky I've only said 2 today. So please like and subscribe and comment how well you did on this challenge if you were playing along. And yeah, so that's it. And we'll talk later.